It's that official time. Where we take this worldwide. Let's go. Listen. So now it's time to turn it up. Surf the radio waves as we begin to burn it up. We all up in your area like landscape, definitely bringing you the Powerslams Pancakes. It's a mandate that you tune in. It's time to move out so we can move in and recognize that this is no illusion. I'm here to clear the air so that there is no confusion. It all started off in the book of Genesis when Jacob was wrestling with who he thought was his nemesis. And when the man saw he couldn't overpower him, he touched his hip but he really couldn't devour him. And from that point, then we hear a name change, rearrange the game, so now we gotta change lanes. So I'm here to let you know it's time to listen to the Pancake and Powerslams Show. Let's go! Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslams. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslams. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslams Show. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslams. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslams. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslams Show. Turn it up.
What's up, everybody? PNP Nation. Yo. We had episode 55777, feeling like heaven, caught up in the skies, cause we so fly, and PNPP Tuesday night. Let's go. What's another week? We at our peak interest. That's what we do every week. That's what we do, cause we sleep. Cause we dope. Cause we don't choke like our boys, the Buckeyes. It's okay. Suckeyes is what people call them, but not me. They're still my boys. They're still my family. With CJ Ibrahim, with MHJ, MJA, JSN, and Jigba. Can he come back with ya? Maybe not, maybe so. But we number 5. We got a lot to go. We got USC to lose against Utah, or TCU, lose against K-State. We back in the way. We back in the escape. The back door. We can be 4, because right now we 5. We can't stay alive. Talking about the Buckeyes. Talking about OSU. Because you know who. We lost to you know who. Because you know why. It's that guy named Ryan Day. He's got to go. Baby. Like Adam Cole. Should he stay or should he go now? He should probably go. You gotta go, man. You gotta go. You gotta go. Don't want you no more. You a good coach, but you ain't for OSU. You know who. Maybe Urban ×2. Maybe come back. Shoot. I'll take him. We got to get back to the Michigan spanking. Yo, can't be 2 in the hole. Can't be 3 in the hole. But next year, got a long way to go. But we choked. But we choked. But hopefully we'll do better next year. But until then. But hey, guess what, y'all? We got a chance. The playoffs came out today, and it was what I projected. I don't know why this camera keeps going out. That's not good. I gotta see what's going on. Why it keeps cutting off. I'm gonna find that out. I'll find out what my camera keeps cutting off of. Oh, that's a new thing. I don't know why my camera keeps cutting off. Start with hold on. Let's find out. IT guys. Why does my camera keep cutting off on StreamYard? Let me know. I don't know why my camera just keep cutting off. I don't understand. All right. IT guys. Any IT guys in here? My camera just keeps cutting off. Just shutting off for no reason. I don't know why. It's really weird. I have a expensive camera. Never did it. It's never been a problem. Just that's the IT just gets on my nerves. Like technology just gets on my nerves. Everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, my camera just starts cutting off. It's crazy. It's weird. It's annoying. Very annoying, especially with how much money I've spent on this daggone equipment. Anyways, of course, hashtag Ask Doc is the way to go for me pulling questions up on the screen. Started with Dion. Heard Roman was mad about the ending match. Yeah. So he there was an unplanned spot, and Roman Reigns was pretty upset about that. I heard the WWE brass was not very. They didn't really care too much because that was just part of the flow, and Kevin Owens just went with it. And so, yeah, but I heard he was throwing out expletives and very upset about it. It's just the way it is as far as when it comes to pro wrestling. It's just the way to go. It's just the way of the world. Unplanned spots happens all the time. So Elvis, are you saying this because you're just hating on Ohio State? Is that why? Because I think you are. I think you are hating on Ohio State, and you shouldn't do that, or you will get a piece of me. Big Blue. It's not even Big Blue. Okay, so no, I didn't because the Titans lost too. Lost to the Bengals. Oh, Elvis is trolling tonight. Yes, they're planning Roman versus Zayn at Chamber. I mentioned Chamber. And they're planning Roman versus Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble. Although Kevin Owens is still injured. I heard he's got a bad knee. So, Sportskeeda gave me a mug, free mug. Gave me a few other things too. Gave me a polo. I got a care package from Sportskeeda earlier this year. And I'm just now getting to it as far as opening. Well, I opened it up initially, and I'm just now getting to utilize the stuff that's in it. And so, yeah, man, nice mug here. Got a free mug. Got a free nice pen. I'm a big pen guy, and the ink is really nice. I got a free, nice big notepad that was pretty cool. What else did I get free? I got a free polo. Yeah, so pretty cool, nifty stuff. So that's pretty cool. There's perks to being a podcaster. And of course, the money's good. Good old Black Bart. What has he been up to? Can get him on the show before Christmas. Matter of fact, he's probably asleep. Let's see. Let's see if good old Black Bart is let me message him. See, I ain't gonna just cold call him like I did last time. Let's see. Good old Black Bart. He ran. Yeah, he was active 3 hours ago, so he's probably asleep. Um, yeah, he checked in with me this week. I made a post on Facebook and he was like "Hey, it's your friend Black Bart." I was like, "Man, that was nice. That's my guy. Good old Black Bart." Matt Rule becoming head coach of Nebraska. Um, yeah, I saw the interview that he had on College Game Day. He looks pretty excited. He could have been doing some analyst work and just living his life, but I guess he's the guy that they are confident in rebuilding Nebraska. It's going to take it's going to be a long road rebuilding Nebraska, man. The best thing, as far as I remember, I mean, they have Frank Solich. The Tom Osborne days are long gone. When Nebraska was fantastic in the Big 12. Um, the Tom Osborne days are long gone. um, there was a couple people that came in and did decent. Frank Solich did decent. Bo Pelini actually um, did pretty solid. He was known for not winning the big games, though. He would have 9 and 10 win seasons, but he was commonly known for not winning the big games. But I mean, 9 and 10 win seasons in Nebraska nowadays. That's something that's people. That's something that Nebraskans want. Cornhusker fans definitely want nowadays because I mean, you think with the success that Scott Frost had um, beforehand, that him coming back to his home in Nebraska and coaching, you think that would work, but unfortunately, it didn't. So we'll see what Matt Rule does, but I'm not holding my breath. That's for sure. You think K State should have been ranked higher? If yeah, that's the only Wildcats I can think of that are in the top 25 right now. Um, yeah, because Arizona's not in there. K State. Um, yeah, I mean they're a 3-loss team, so I think they were decent. I think they're a decent ranking as far as where they are. Um, been impressive overall. Um, but hey, I'll tell you what, go Wildcats because I want them to beat TCU. And I want them to beat TCU like handily, like by 2 touchdowns. Like if they beat TCU by 2 touchdowns on Saturday at noon. That's when the kickoff is, I believe. So I'll be watching 2 games this week. I'll be watching USC and Utah on Friday. I'll be watching TCU and K State on Saturday, and I'll be watching those like a hawk. Although I would want TCU to win if USC loses because I do not want Alabama to be in the playoffs. They don't deserve it. There's teams that was scooting by, and Ole Miss I believe has 4 losses now, and I think they lost 3 in a row if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, lost to Tennessee. It's just weird to me. It's just so weird. Why? I mean, and the thing is, how does that even make sense? That okay, well, Hendon Hooker's not the quarterback, therefore we're going to put Tennessee below Alabama. What type of biased mess is that? They're both in the SEC. They both have not too distant strength of schedules from each other, and they both have 2 current ranked wins. Alabama was struggling a few times. Alabama lost to LSU. Alabama lost to Tennessee. Tennessee beat Alabama. I don't get it. I do not understand. It's just it's mind-boggling to me that Tennessee is below. And again, you know, they sold the fact that um, that Hendon Hooker is no longer there. Um, that's not a good argument because the teams Alabama lost to LSU and Tennessee. Tennessee is Tennessee, and they beat Alabama. And LSU beat Alabama, and Tennessee destroyed LSU. I think it was like 40-13. And so Tennessee's losses were against South Carolina and Georgia. So South Carolina's 19th now. They're ranked. They shot up because they beat Clemson and they beat Tennessee. So they were better than people thought that they were going to be. So it just, and they have the head to head. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's so weird how they, and it looks like the reason why is because of Hendon Hooker. So you're gonna let one quarterback just decide whether Alabama's ahead of Tennessee because of conjecture, basically. We're going to speculate that basically we're telling Tennessee that they're as good as their quarterback is. How do you know that? Like the last, like Hooker was out against Vanderbilt. Granted, it's Vanderbilt, but Tennessee looked impressive against Vanderbilt. So it's like, how do you know? How do you know? Bryce Young is most likely not going to play the bowl game because he's gone. So you're going to have Bryce Young and Hendon Hooker out. How can you determine that Alabama's going should be above Tennessee? I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all how they did that. It was just really weird. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Glad to see Brian Case getting back. Yeah, he's getting some TV time. Good stuff. Yeah, he was still injured as far as I remember. Um, do I think they should improve college football championship series and skip favorite SEC? So, yeah, I do. I mean, because this year there wasn't a lot of teams that were in the like Washington. They could be argued to be up there. Penn State. I mean, Penn State. If like Penn State should be an argument. Well, I mean, what about? Well, okay. So, granted, Penn State's quality wins aren't a lot because the Big Ten, outside of Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State, the Big Ten sucked this year. Um, Granted, the three were good three because they're the top. You have three of the top 8 teams are Big Ten teams. So clearly, the Big Ten's among the elite. Their elite is among the college football elite. But Penn State doesn't have, a strong resume as far as wins are concerned. So that's the only thing Penn State doesn't have for them are quality wins. Let me see, their football, let me see, their schedule. I don't even think they have anything. Well, any quality wins. I don't think they have any ranked wins. I mean, their resume is that they only lost to Ohio State and Michigan. Um, yeah, I mean they don't. Penn State doesn't have any ranked wins. So, I mean they've been impressive with their wins all year, but with the exception of Northwestern, they only beat them by 10, and they only beat Purdue by 4. I remember watching that game, their first game. But other than that, they've been impressive all year. Hung with Ohio State at home. That's really it, honestly, with Penn State. But I mean, you still can't argue the fact that they have only lost twice, and against the number 2, the number 5 team in the nation. So they have a resume. They have a strong enough resume. Let's see. Did I download any new files or software that may be a virus? No, I didn't. I didn't. I only use this. There's not a lot downloaded on here at all, actually. I only use this computer um for only for podcasting. There's barely anything. There's 20 recent files downloaded, and those are pictures for Brian Clark's thing, which I'm actually about to delete all of these here. Um, so that's it, and that was over about a month and a half ago when he was on here. About a month ago. No, it's about yeah. It says October the 18th. Wow, it's November. Hey, guess what, y'all? It is my daughter's birthday officially right now. My daughter Imari, she turns 5 right now. That's amazing. Because it's officially 12 o'clock on my end. And so, happy birthday to my daughter Imari. She's 5. Oh, that makes me so happy inside. She's she's uh she's such a gem. So happy birthday to my daughter Imari. Let's see. Have I asked Jim Johnson to be on the show before the? Have I asked Jim? No, I haven't asked Jim Johnson. Jim Johnston. The thing is about PNP, there's only a few people that can hang. You know, with being on the show at 11:40 at night. Um. Um. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Um. Yeah, people who because my time zone's Eastern, so if there's Eastern time zone, um, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who can't. I'm a night owl, so I can hang, but there's a lot of people who can't hang. They're old and they like to go to sleep early. Because Brian Myers was actually supposed to be on my show. I chatted with him. He was supposed to be on my show. Brian Myers was supposed to be on unscripted. And so it's he goes to sleep earlier, so he couldn't do it. I mean, he was scheduled to do it, but he couldn't do it when we chatted because he goes to sleep earlier, so he couldn't do it. So I had to scatter today. So I found that out yesterday or day before, I think. And I didn't have time yesterday to really do much because I'm just so busy. Um, so I had to scatter today to try to find a replacement. Was calling around on my phone, called Johnny Rods and talked to Johnny Rods for a while, and he said, yeah, he'd do it, and yeah. So actually, Johnny Rods is new, the latest on my list of WWE Hall of Famers that I've interviewed. So that was actually pretty cool. So all the WWE Hall of Famers I've interviewed include, let's see, I read all the people I've interviewed and let me know how many people they are. All right, I'll give you all the Hall of Famers that I've interviewed. So y'all count and let me know how many. All right, Johnny Rods, Tito Santana, I've talked to don't count Jimmy Hart. I've talked to him on the phone though, but I haven't interviewed him. Don't count him. So other than that, I've interviewed um, Gerald Briscoe, Ricky Steamboat, um, Road Warrior Animal, Abdullah the Butcher. Well, yeah, you can count Abdullah the Butcher. It was I was at a expo and I was I asked him some questions and he wanted me to he was very short and he wanted me to buy something. That's what he wanted me to buy something on the merch chart. So, but yeah, you can count him. Technically, I have interviewed Abdullah Butcher. Um Paul Ellering, um Booker T, Jake Roberts, Rikishi, Bushwhacker, Luke, um, mm, no, don't count him. It was a Q&A, it wasn't in it. It was a Q&A. No, don't count him. I haven't had a formal interview with him. Let's see who else. Kurt Angle, Teddy Long, DDP, Goldberg, Jeff Jarrett, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, Stevie Ray, JBL, Bischoff. And that's it. That's it. I'm thinking, right? That's it. Yep, that's it. How many is that? How many people is that? How many is that? 21? Wow. Nice. 21 Hall of Famers. It's pretty cool. Let's see. What we got from the P&P Nation? What we got? What we got? What we got? Elvis, mom's still in the hospital. It's been 2 weeks now. They put her on a ventilator last Wednesday. Okay. So is there improvement there? Like let us know. Is there any improvement? Still praying for mom. What's up, man? Yes, Johnny Rods was a first time interview. I'm still not sold on Austin Theory, man. I'm still not. I don't know what it was about him and Evolve that worked. I was like, man, this guy's money. Like he was super cocky and it just worked, man. I don't know, big fish in small pond. Maybe they damaged him so much that I just can't get with them. I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, man. They're trying too hard on Theory, in my opinion. I don't know what they could do with him. He doesn't really have a gimmick. Like what's his gimmick? I really don't understand who Theory is. Somebody help me out. Who is Austin Theory? What's his gimmick? Like it was the future selfie guy, but now it's just I'm mad because I was the future self and I was the selfie guy future. Like I just who is he? What's why do who's he? Who's Austin Theory? I don't understand it. And because of that, stuff like that doesn't lock me in because I'm like, who are you? Like what am I supposed to do with you? I don't understand. It's weird to me. Ricky, my favorite Christmas movie. Good question. Ooh, I really. I don't know. Maybe Home Alone. I really like. I'm not like huge on Christmas movies. I mean, I watch them, but I'm like, ooh, man, that's not my favorite. Um, Let me see. I'm on a list right now. There's something that just sticks out to me from popular Christmas movies. Um, mm, let's see. Hold on. They put Die Hard as a list as a Christmas film. That's weird. Okay. Let me see. Something that pops out that's a Christmas movie. I'm looking at a list of Christmas movies right now. Or maybe I need to watch Daddy's Home 2 because Daddy's Home 1 was good. Oh, I think I might have watched that. Yeah, the first one was good. I think I might have watched it. I think I might have watched Elf too. That was funny. It doesn't really stand out though, but it was funny. Um, I mean, Home Alone's the one that stands out to me. That's the one that I can recall. That's the first one that comes to mind. Um, is Home Alone. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, s- skimming through them. Yeah, that's the one that stands out. Home Alone. Favorite Christmas song. Um, Favorite Christmas song is probably. Ooh, there's a couple that stands out. Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. Um, and probably Everything is White by a Christian R&B artist named Adrian Archie. Um, I'm cool with Adrian Archie. Um, so, oh, I want to play it, but okay, yeah. I got a Christmas playlist. Let me see. It'll pop up in my memory of Christmas songs that I like because I made a playlist. Okay. Um, Christmas Time is Here by Charlie Brown. That's one of my favorites too. I think those three are probably in my top three. Yeah, those are. I'm going through my list here. Yeah, and then Silent Night by the Temptations is good too. There's some bangers. There's some Christmas bangers, man. There's some good Christmas music. I got to be in the mood for it though. Like, don't give me Christmas music in like October. You know what I mean? Like, no, thank you. But December comes. Around this time is, there's one more day before December happens. Tomorrow is December here on the East Coast. So, it's cool. Thank you, Elvis. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, 21. Thank you. That's awesome. Alex Riley coming back to WWE. Hmm. I have Alex Riley's phone number. Let me text him real quick. I'm texting him. PNP exclusive right now. I'm texting Alex Riley. Let's see. It's storming here in Columbus. You hear that? It's a thunderstorm. Well, it sounds like thunder. Okay, I just texted Alex Riley, man. Let's see where that goes. See if he responds to me before the show's over. I mean, granted, it is almost 12:30 in the morning. But we'll see where that goes. The infection is gone. They think she might have CIDP. I know COPD, the pulmonary, the lung issue. Sure, it's CIDP. I don't know what that is. I know what COPD is. It's the lung issue. Yeah. Lung and chronic or coronary or chronic obstruction, something like pulmonary disease or something like that. It's basically lung inflammation. Try to interview Ivory. That would be cool. That would be cool. Thank you with all the birthday shout outs. Ricky says Home Alone, Elf, Miracle on 34th Street, Crimson Chronicles, all great movies. Nice. Gremlins. Dun, 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 ba, 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 ba. Oh man. That was weird. That was odd. That was a weird movie. Oh, I am not sure about that. I'm not confident. We have the Eagles, so definitely not confident about us beating the Eagles. We couldn't even beat the Bengals. Bengals is good, but we can't even beat the Bengals. There you go. He got back to me. He said, "Here's an exclusive. Here's an exclusive." You hear it here on PNP, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Riley says, "Hey, Chris, it's wonderful to hear from you. I do not know where I'm going as of yet. I did an interview in Queens, and Sportskeeda kind of spun it that way." I have a charity match with Tyrus on the 8th. I'm really excited for, and said that there are tons of wonderful places to wrestle now, and it was time for a return post-COVID. Okay, well, there you go. There's the update. Yep. There you go. I'm trying to send them a text back. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the PNP exclusive of Alex Riley texting me back. Cool. Alex Riley. There is the update, ladies and gentlemen. There's the exclusive from PNP of the real Alex Riley scoop there. Wish him was Christmas Day by Wizard. Do I get hurricanes there? Nope. No hurricanes in Ohio. Hear that? It's a thunderstorm, though. Major. Big. There's lots of thunder going on right now. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Yeah, I remember that. CIDP stands for something that affects your nerves. Okay. P-I-P-E. Confirmed by evidence of peripheral nerve demyelination. Interesting. Chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy. A neurological disorder that targets your body's nerves. Wow. That's not good. Brandon, I've been enjoying the stuff you do with Vince Russo, bro. The bro tally cracks me up. Is there anyone you would want to work with? Thank you for these. Thank you for that question. Great question. Man, as far as work with, I mean, Vince is the guy. I mean, Vince and I mean, we make a fantastic tandem, man. He's a really cool dude. Super supportive, man. Just a stand-up. Vince Russo's a stand-up guy, man. He's a really stand-up guy. It's cool that I've became good friends with him. And yeah, it's a cool dude, very supportive. And I converted him to become an Ohio State fan this year. And that's fun. That's all right with me. He is now an Ohio State fan because of me, and that's good news. So, as far as work with, I mean, I've worked with DDP. It was okay. EC3 is cool to work with. Road Dogg was fun to work with. As far as like a weekly show to work with that I would that I feel like I could vibe with. That wouldn't be like trying to toe the company lines, by not saying their feelings. That's what I like about working with Vince. Like, he doesn't toe the company lines. He doesn't, he's not looking for a job. You know what I mean? That was one thing with Road Dogg. Like, he couldn't say too much because he was still looking for a job. You know what I mean? So he was still kind of there, kind of waiting, in the wings. And so like he couldn't really shoot the way he wanted to. I mean, he said a lot of things behind the scenes. He said a lot of things off air that was really interesting. but no, he couldn't shoot the way that he wanted to on air. Who would I want to work with that is like a big name that would still like speak their mind, but I keep my shows PG, speak my PG, but still shoot basically. Probably somebody like a that I would joke around with and have a good time with. That would give good analysis. Man, I don't know. That's not in the WWE right now or has a prominent spot in AEW. How about Dr. Chris and The Rock? How about that? How about that? Yes, I do have turkey for Christmas. Yes, indeed. What I think about Survivor Series? Yeah, I mean, most watched and most ratings ever. I did see that. Yeah, I mean, good promotion, international pull to it. It was good. But when you think of most watched, I mean, did they count digitally as well? I mean, a Peacock is. What do you mean? I mean, it's not on television. So what do you mean by most ratings ever? Um, it's streamed. So I mean, of course, I mean Peacock's streaming system. I mean, their ability for people to watch it is, way past the television. So that's not really apples to apples when it comes to ratings. When it comes to television ratings, people have Peacock away from wrestling. And so WWE made it a really, really smart move to connect with Peacock because of the viewer base. But I mean, you know, I'm interested in the nuances of that. Like, does that mean that they watched it for like 5 minutes and was like, what is this? And left? You know what I mean? Like, I'm interested in the nuances with that. FBI or BW all at once. If I spend some time doing that, I could. If I spend some time putting that together, I could do that. Flavor of the week. It is now time for the flavor of the week. Man, I remember that. I just stopped doing segments because I wasn't. It was just too much prep, and then I'm a person that like allow things to organically happen, and then I just really enjoyed because I do so much work in podcasting. Like I do, PNP is one of 5 podcasts that I do every week, wrestling wise. I do 5 pro wrestling podcasts every week. So, um, all those other ones are segmented. Raw is reviewing segments of Raw. Riding with Russo is, picking a topic and going with it, being specific to a topic. There's topics that, that Vince, myself, and EC3 talk about on the Wrestling Outlaws. So like this is my baby. Like PNP is my baby. Those because of PNP and me interviewing people every week for years, for a number of years, Sports Kita they really liked that. The assistant manager was following my stuff beforehand. And so they brought basically the beginning of PNP that I would interview every week, they brought that over to um their platform and paid me for it. So I mean, that was cool. And that was the start of my second go around with Sports Kita. About 6 or 7 years ago, I was a writer there. I was one of the featured writers there. So I came back to do some writing, and then to as far as the compensation, I just doing a little bit of podcasting with them, and then I was also doing some writing, and I was transitioning to fully podcasting because I'm basically retired or semi-retired at least from actually writing because I did it for so long. But this is what I wanted to do anyways. I mean, I'll literally get paid to talk about wrestling every week. So that's fantastic. That's a huge blessing. So PNP is the launch pad for all of that. PNP is the launch pad for me getting interviews on Sports Illustrated, Fox Sports, Bleacher Report, Daily Spy, Digital Spy, The Inquisitor. I mean, you name it. I mean, PNP is my baby. I started this in April of 2012, and it's the launch pad of a plethora of opportunities. And so, I just encourage you all to keep grinding, and maybe you may not see green in the beginning, but you do see promise, you do see hope, you do see investment. And so, because of Pancakes and Power Slams, I'm getting paid to talk about wrestling every week. So it was something that I knew that I could do, and it became lucrative, very lucrative. So it's great. So flavor of the week and the topics and all that, I'll let y'all do that. You know what I mean? So like, as a matter of fact, for those who For those who are patrons, I'll let y'all, just message me and y'all get to tell me what the flavor of the week is. Whoever is on top tier for the patrons, whatever the flavor of the week is for the next week, you tell me. All right. Again, that's patreon.com/pancakes and powerslams. So thank you to all the current patrons that's really making this, keeping this show up and just keeping this show rocking and rolling. It is 12:42 in the morning in my area, in my neck of the woods, and I had a day of therapy and a show before that. That goes to show that I do it for you, and I appreciate your donations, and because this is a listener supported show. This is a listener supported show. There's no sponsors. That I used to have sponsors, but it takes so much time. I might, I might. I mean, if I need a PNP team, I said that before, but I really do need a PNP team because I just don't have the time for it. But yeah, just to get this, reach out to sponsors and things like that. That would be really good. But right now, there's no sponsors, and so this show is completely listener supported. So get a chip, get a share. Put some investment in PNP, and I appreciate everybody who's supporting the show. Super super thankful for you all. All right, let's end up with a few more questions. What gifts have you got your daughter? The gift of her parent. No, actually, we're spoiling her. There's a lot of stuff that we have for her, and so my son likes to watch or listen to my shows, and so I'm not going to tell because people can tend to get tempted to tell. I wouldn't mind interviewing Corny. Not at all. Why do I keep the Ray versus Dominic story going? It seems like they won't. They want them to fight. Yeah, it seems like they're just kind of continue to throw feelers in there because ultimately, this is probably going to the payoff of this is probably WrestleMania, and it's like, man, it's so stale, like that. It just really wouldn't do much. Ricky Triple H definitely knows that he's doing when it comes to making the pay-per-views feel big and sell them very well. Glad you feel that way. I've actually talked to Devon on the phone before. A nice guy. I think no. This is all setting up for Sammy, like him to betray Sammy, and KO and Sammy's going to go against the Usos. Yeah, the elimination factor was interesting. Back in the day, elimination. But that's not the case anymore. It was okay. It was okay. Vacant, vacant's on my list of the to interview. Ricky, the flavor of the week was a specific topic that we talked about every week. And essentially, we do have a flavor of the week. I mean, like we talk about a specific topic every week. This week was the FTR, their contract expiring. So we technically do have a flavor of the week every week. So yeah, let's talk about that real quick. You can see work with Vince McMahon. You started watching what December 2018 wrestling? Flavor of the week. So FTR. What's your thoughts on FTR before we head out? Interested to know y'all's thoughts on FTR. So essentially based on interviews, their contract is based on the timeline. Their contract is up April of next year, so that's 5 months from now. So, yeah, I mean, like I think right after WrestleMania. So I've been getting some information as far as how FTR feels about being in AEW. The only thing is that, like, if FTR goes back to WWE, like, it seems like they're a little bit like grass is greener, you know, issues going on here because they weren't happy in WWE, so they left. I mean, they were winning championships to kind of, it's kind of like, you know, a hush reward, but they weren't happy and they left and they end up going with AEW. So it seemingly it was better, but I mean, they still haven't been the best, you know, having the most premier team. They've had some moments, but I mean, they're still not among the elite tag teams right now. I mean, I do think that they're killing it as far as they're making lemonade out of lemons. I like FTR, but at the same time, like, you know, it doesn't seem like they're having the time of their life there. So we'll see where they go. We'll see where they go. Yeah, very good for him. I actually chatted with Ricky today via chat. Well, yesterday, Tuesday. Watched my show December 2018. Oh wow, so you almost had 4 years of us. Good for you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Our numbers close together during the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I think it's gonna be WrestleMania. Brendan loves FTR and really hope they go back to WWE. Triple H needs to save the tag team division. I do think he needs to save the tag team division. What that looks like, I am not quite sure because the tag team division needs like majorly saved. All right, PNP Nation, another fun week of chat. Always enjoy chatting with the PNP Nation. You guys are amazing and super supportive. Once again, patreon.com/pancakes and power slams. Listener support. If you're here every week and you partake in all the fun and all that good stuff, please share, please like, please subscribe, please comment on the YouTube channel to boost up those analytics. Like, the thing is, we're a nice tight knit group, but I need all of you people to spread these videos, especially on YouTube. Let's get these subs up, because there's some thoughts that I'm having as far as, you know, when it comes to YouTube. Let's bump these YouTube numbers up. I work with Wrestling Rumors too, and Wrestling Rumors are so loyal and they're awesome. But yeah, I want to transition that over to Pancakes and Power Slams YouTube channel. And so if you haven't subscribed to the Pancakes and Power Slams YouTube channel, please do that. Please share the YouTube Pancakes and Power Slams. I've had people come to me like, man, I didn't know anything about this, man. I mean, I love this vibe. I love this show. You know, I love what you're doing. I just discovered you by looking at just scrolling on YouTube, man. I really like the vibe of the show, and that's really encouraging to me. I love that. So the PNP Nation, you know, I'm commissioning you to share this video, comment on the YouTube page, the Pancakes and Power Slams YouTube page. That's how you boost the analytics. Liking the show, boost the analytics. Sharing the videos, commenting on the videos. Those are the things that boost the analytics on the YouTube page of Pancakes and Power Slams. That's what makes it searchable to other people, and that's what causes the results for PNP to come and show up in the results more. So please do that for me. Yes, I absolutely will. Yes. Reigns telling Zayn to eliminate himself in the Rumble, then lay down. No, I don't see that. I think that somehow there's going to be some dissension with Jay and Sammy again. So, all right, PNP Nation. Where are we at? I'm trying to get my outro music here. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. It's time to go. Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. Yeah, it's time to go. Thank you, Dion, so much. Good night, my dog. Thank you, BNB Nation, for another awesome show. BNB, I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Happy birthday to my daughter, Imari.